Good morning, everyone. Staci Neuman here with Keller Williams Sparks. And okay, we all know what the Better Business Bureau is, right? BBB. And most of us think, when we think Better Business Bureau, think, oh, filing a complaint against a business that maybe is not living up to the standards that we think they should be. The good news is, though, is the Better Business Bureau has way more information and help and support for both businesses and consumers that is relevant to everything that's going on. And amidst this coronavirus, they have a ton of good information. So I am excited to introduce to you today Tim Johnston, who is with the Better Business Bureau here locally in Reno and Sparks. Good morning, Tim.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Well, considering my hair's grown out, can't do much with it, but I guess I'm like everybody else, right?
Yeah, I got the grays coming in here too.
Me too.
So let's just start with, how long have you been with the Better Business Bureau? I know it's been quite some time because I've known you at least 10, 12 years now.
Right. We met fairly early on when I moved to the area back in 2006, but I've been with Better Business Bureau now for 20 years. Started back in 2000 and started in Southern Arizona with the Tucson Better Business Bureau and moved to Northern Nevada back in 2006. And so really enjoy it. It's a nonprofit organization that's there to help people. We help both consumers and businesses, and I really enjoy that.
Awesome. Okay, consumers and businesses. With this whole coronavirus going on, I know you have a dedicated portion of your website. What is it? bbb.org/coronavirus?
A lot of websites now have something /coronavirus, and so do we. It's bbb.org/coronavirus. And what's nice about it is it's that central platform that you can bounce off. So you can come, whether you're a consumer or a business, and get information about the latest scams, whether it be tips on how to prevent being taken, what we're seeing, and then also some resources as well on helping businesses in these trying times. Sounds like you got a barker in the back there.
I do have a little puppy. She's letting me know that somebody else walked their dog down the street. Sorry about that.
Time for a walk after this is done.
I guess. So what are you seeing with? You've got the information for the coronavirus, but what kind of stuff are you seeing out there?
Scammers really thrive on a time of uncertainty and fear, and that seems to be, what a lot of people are experiencing right now. And so what we're able to do is take a look at the scams that are being reported to Better Business Bureau. What a lot of people may not know is that we are a significant intake of scam information. It's called our BBB Scam Tracker. Easiest way to find it is go to our website, bbb.org, and down in the footer of the website, you'll see a link to Scam Tracker, but also you can get there by bbb.org/scam tracker. What's nice about it, it's a free online tool where you can see the scams that are being reported on a daily basis. On average, we get a new scam reported about once every 10 minutes. So you can see the scams as they're being reported in your area and also elsewhere. And what's nice about it too is not only are you able to help others by informing them if you happen to report, or if you just want to see what's being reported, we also share the information with law enforcement to help them in their investigations. And really, as I take a look at what are we seeing, one of the common things, we're all home, we're online, we might get bored and we start to shop online for things that we need. And one of those things that, here in Nevada, while we're not required to wear face masks, why it's being encouraged by the governor. And so people are wondering, where do I get them? And so they go online and just recently, our BBB in Texas reported on a business that was using an Austin address for a period of time. The company wasn't there. Now they're using an address that's over in the Mediterranean area. But essentially, they were selling N95 masks for about $30 a piece. And people were spending upwards of $400 to get a package of face masks, and the face masks don't arrive. So people are going online, they're buying from unfamiliar sources or sites. And so really, whether it's during this time of a pandemic, when we're needing materials or items, or at any other time, you really need to know who you're buying from, and that's where BBB can be a help to you as a consumer, to what's the background for that business, and also for your business, to make sure that we've got updated information on you, because we do want to highlight those reputable businesses that are out there.
Right. Wow. Okay. So that's good information for everyone to have.
And then a couple other scams that we're kind of that I've been seeing here in our area, employment scams. There's a lot of people that are either have been furloughed looking for some income to come in. Maybe they're not receiving their full paycheck or any paycheck at all. Many that are unemployed. And so this is just a ripe time, a ripe field for scam artists to really reach out to individuals that are looking for a job. And so we're hearing from individuals that are being contacted by employers, and I use that loosely. There's one here that, what's nice about Scam Tracker is you can actually read what's being reported. And so this was just recently put in within the last couple days, employment scam, somebody here in our zip code. And she writes, Valerie is the business person, contacted me regarding employment with a high pay rate and sent several PDFs to fill out and send back, signed to start employment. I can't find much, if anything, about the company. She's emailing, texting, and calling with a recorded message when I answer. And what we find over the last 2 years, based on our Scam Tracker information, is employment scams has been the riskiest scam the past 2 years. And in 2019, on average, people lost about $1,500 when it comes to an employment scam. And what concerns me is she says about several PDFs to fill out. So maybe you don't even lose money in that scam, but maybe you've provided personal information that you would provide to an employer. And so now the potential for identity theft exists, whether now or sometime in the future.
Right. It's kind of scary to think about. And it's really sad that people would take advantage of situations that are going on.
And that's what we see, whether it happens to have been like a natural disaster, whether a hurricane, typhoon, something along those lines, or something like this that we did not expect. Scammers are just going to take advantage of it, and we need to be prepared to protect ourselves. And what's important is to be educated, to be aware. And when you are, then that is a great shield for you to protect yourself from scams, and to make sure that you're talking to others about it as well, especially in this time of isolation. What we find is those that are socially isolated, think of those that live alone, maybe have been recently widowed. The potential is much greater for them to be taken by a scam artist because they don't really have anybody to reach out to. And so we encourage people to reach out and talk to somebody they trust.
Right. Again, another reason for everyone to stay connected, right? Whether it's via Zoom or a phone call, or over the fence with your neighbor.
Right. It's love your neighbor as yourself, and look out for them and spark those conversations to see what's going on in their life.
Yeah. The other really cool thing that I heard you say that I like is that you guys work with local law enforcement.
Correct. So the information, like I said, that we gather from our Scam Tracker primarily goes to the Federal Trade Commission to help them as they determine how to proceed in their investigations. More often than not, scammers are not in our backyard. They may be in the U.S., more than likely they're outside the United States, and that makes it more difficult. But we also work proactively, too, with local law enforcement, whether it be, say, Nevada Consumer Affairs or the Nevada Attorney General Bureau of Consumer Protection. So we keep them apprised of what we're seeing so they can determine what best actions they need to do to help protect us.
Yeah, wonderful. And then real quick here, we touched on it just briefly earlier. You have information and resources for consumers, but also for businesses as well. You want to just touch on that real quick?
Correct. So again, off of that website that we talked about at the beginning, bbb.org/coronavirus, why from there you'll be able to click to business resources. We know and we understand that these are trying times. We communicate with businesses on a daily basis. And so we want to be a resource to them, help them in this time of need. And whether it's something we can help them with or point them in the right direction, we have a resource page linking to different resources that can be of help to them, but also we want to help them if they happen to have a situation with a consumer or wondering how best to deal with the situation. We're here to help.
Wonderful. Thank you, Tam. I'm
Well,
so glad you were able to join me this morning and get some of this information out to everyone, because it's so important that we do know what's out there and what's going on, and that we do stay connected.
Well, I appreciate the invite, and hopefully this wraps up sooner than later and we can see each other in person again.
Oh, I can't wait.
Have yourself a good day.
You too. Take care of yourself, and
Thank you.
I'll be talking to you soon. And for everyone out there, when you get a minute, get online and check out the Better Business Bureau's website. Again, that's bbb.org/coronavirus for the information that we just discussed. And I will put that in the post down below too, so you can just click on the link. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. And I can't wait to see you in person soon. Thank you.